Next, we have the Jerry Flint Fellowship for International Business Reporting to Sandali Handagama from Columbia Graduate School of Journalism, presented by Jerry's wife, Kate McLeod. Sandali has an expertise in international waste trade and waste management, especially as it's a crisis that so many South Asian countries, including her own Sri Lanka, are facing. Sandali has an OPC Foundation Fellowship with Reuters that will take her to Mumbai. First, we will hear from Kate.
Just a little note about Jerry. At the New York Times in the 1970s, Jerry was in charge of the stringers, and he made an effort to hire women, several of whom went on to careers at major news organizations. Then he went to Forbes. As an assistant managing editor, he was hiring reporters. He hired the first African-American reporter at Forbes magazine, also a woman. So I am pleased to present the 10th Jerry Flint Scholarship to the 7th woman to win it, Sandali.
It's actually really nice to be here today. Watching the stock markets this past week has been anxiety-inducing, so this is a good break. I grew up in Sri Lanka during its decades-long conflict with the Tamil Tigers, and when the war finally came to an end in 2009, my country tried really hard to catch up to its neighbors. Population and consumption went up, but everyone politely ignored the growing stench of a terrifying problem. In 2017, a section of a large municipal garbage dump in our commercial capital collapsed and buried 145 houses in its neighboring community. Landfills popped up in strange places like national parks, forests, and reserves. Photos emerged of wild animals grazing at garbage dumps filled with plastic bags, and elephants started showing up dead with plastic in their stomachs. Without having made any substantial progress at managing our own waste, local companies then started importing waste from other countries. And last year, Sri Lanka joined a host of Southeast Asian nations that decided to fight back and return shipments of waste coming in from the developed world. I began reporting on my country's waste management crisis thinking it was an environmental story, but I quickly learned that waste is an internationally traded commodity that very few pay attention to, and I had found a business story in the last place I thought to look. The most important global stories of my time are going to be influenced by environmental issues and climate change, and businesses will have to factor in limited resources, pollution, mass migration, and reinvent their products and processes. So I'm studying business and data journalism so that I have the right tools to tell these stories of a changing world. I want to continue working on what I feel to be underreported stories like international waste trade, and I'm very thrilled to be going to Mumbai with Reuters later this year. Thank you.